Hello ladies, so we're back for another Folio Friday, and this is the one I've had a little play with today. So we have a little tag on a little pocket in the front, have some little, what do we call these? I'm going to say bandor, it's not bandor though, is it? But anyway, open that one, you've got a little pocket here too with another little tag. I just try to use up all of my pieces of paper. Then we have double pocket here. Where's my little tag? I'll use that to show you. Little pocket here, slightly large pocket there, same on this side. And then we have a nice big pocket here with a little tag in. Added a little different shape to it this time. Didn't want to keep doing all the same things. I did an attempt at a little slot punch in these instead of a circular hole, which I quite like. So let's jump straight into it. This paper is I think I got this from the lovely Judy. Can't be sure. I got it from somebody. I think it was Judy. And then these bits of paper are from this set. I really like these. I think they're some beautiful. I mean, look at that. That's just stunning. So I am going to keep this one to hand. I may use a page from there, but we'll see. So this one from Judy was slightly thicker. It's like a thick paper or a thinner cardstock. I can't quite decide where it is. But anyway, the other 12 by 12s I have are super thick. And I didn't want a super thick one. I just thought the folds will crack. So I've gone for a 12 by 12 paper. These are just cheap Temu papers. I considered sticking them together to make it like a double-sided and give it a bit more body. And I think that is what I'm going to do. So, because like on this one, I had to line this. And I don't think I want to line it again. I had to do a substantial amount of inking, which it looks nice. I just can't be bothered doing that again. So, glue stick. Chances are I will mess this up and I will miss places. I'm going to get glue all over my board. I'm going to do it with bubbles in my paper because I've missed bits. But we will. We're doing it anyway. I just feel like it'd be easy to do it like this instead of cutting and folding and then attaching. It might not be easier at all. It might be making my life harder. I may end up deleting this. Oh, hair. I might end up deleting this and, you know, starting all over again. You might never see it. Who knows? I will try and persevere through though, even if it's not great. I like to try and find a way through instead of scrapping something. I can always go around and re-stick the edges with a bit of Barely Arts liquid glue. I just need all the middle to stick. Right, which is that way. This is the bit where I will likely mess it up. I won't get it lined up. Line your bottom up first. Ish. We can always make it smaller. Where's my big bone folder? There's any lumps of glue in there that'll, oops, smooth those out. Right. I'm going to turn it over and do the same from the other side. like these papers. I think they're very pretty, quite delicate. Right. I probably should give it a little time to dry. Am I going to? See, I can feel there's a bubble there. Oh, it'll be fine. Just go with it. Is it one that I can get to? So I'm going to need some glue in there. I will need to glue around these edges. What I'm going to do, I'm going to give that a little time to dry. And I will be back with you. Okay, we're back. So, to make our folio, I need to get out my big chopper. So, I can't remember how tall I did the other one, but outside of this one, I want to be around 7 inches tall. I feel like that's a good size, feels right. Sometimes you just go where you go, don't you? Right. That's 7. So we've got this bit here that we'll use for pockets and such, maybe journal card. I did go around some of the edges and just add a little of the liquid glue. So which do we want to be? Our inside. I think let's go that way. That can be our inside. Scoreboard. So, do I need to tidy these edges? Probably. Let's tidy the edges first. No, I'm going to score first and then tidy the edges. So I don't want to make it smaller before I score my lines. Right. Whoop. I think we know the drill. Score at 4. Always, if it's a 12 by 12, score at 4. 4. That is absolutely not straight. Yeah, go with it. And then this one. Yeah, I don't think this is straight by any means. Let's get the chopper back out and have a little look at that. Right, first I'm going to just nibble the edges, just so, well, I'll nibble that edge. Now I'm gonna, wow, we weren't straight at all. I think we're gonna make this 6.5 now. Now we are so wonky. Look how off that was. How narrow it is there and how wide it is there. Right. Done that one. Nibble that edge. It'll literally just want to be a nibble so that we have a straight edge. Right. Those are destined for the bin. We are not keeping those. Right, did we say this was the inside? I think we did. That's one. And the other. Right. Those scores were not straight, but that's because the paper went straight. Don't worry about it. I folded them straight. As long as you get your fold straight, don't worry yourself. See, sometimes scoring isn't the way to go. Right, now, I had done a little, in my head, I was going to come come down 2 inches and then a further 1.5 inches. But I think that's going to leave that pocket too small. This one is absolutely going to be smaller than that one. Quite a bit smaller. So I think we'll come down 1.5 inches to here. And then if we come down 3 inches on this side, I feel like that's going to give us a nice little side there. Get my cutting board out. You possibly could do this on a guillotine cutter, but I just feel like, where was my 1.5 inches? Was that the 1.5 inches mark? Yes. To there. Where's my fold? The crease is kind of hard to see. If you're struggling with seeing your crease, maybe ink your fold before you do this. I put a new blade in my craft knife and you can really tell. I hadn't quite realised it was quite so blunt. Hello. Sorry about that. Child wanted me. Right, so again, down 1.5 inches. Down the fold. Yeah. And then 3 inches on that side. Then we just connect the dots with the ruler to the left of the dots so that they will be cut away and not left on the project. That was not the best cutting I've ever done. It'll be fine. I'm not feeling overly precious about it today. That is absolutely further down than that. Why is that further down than that? That doesn't feel even at all. Yeah, that is 1.5 inches. That is ever so slightly over, but do you know what? I'm going with it. It's fine. Right, and then I used a circle as a template for the shape I wanted to achieve. Oops. There we go, something like that. Scissors. I'll tell you what this has taught me. I'm absolutely terrible at cutting even remotely circular shapes. There, close enough. Those bits down for the bin also. Right, let's put the craft knife away before we injure ourselves. Let's around the corners. Oh, heavens. And that one. that one, and then that one. So, ink. Now on this one, I inked in pink because it just went. On this one, I'm going to go back to my good old brownstone, my reliable brown inks, because I won't want to, you know, be original or anything, would we? So I'm just going to ink all around this. I'll be right back. Okay, I've inked around the edges on both sides. You can now see where I messed up my creasing. So we now need some pockets. So do we go some of the purple on the inside? Do we save this tags and do some pockets that are, do I have some purples? Let's have a look in the other one. Oh, let's try this one. I'm not sure. Greens, yellows, blues. I have lots of blues. Not really purple. What else have we got? Trying to avoid getting all of my paper pads out. What's in there? Pinks. Will that go? Maybe. Give it a whirl. I don't really want those on. That one. They worked for the last project, but not this one. I do think that they go particularly on that side. Right. So this one is just a fairly deep rectangular pocket with a circle punch in. So do we want that down the middle of the pocket, or do we want why are you overthinking this, Carla? You just need a 3 and let's say 3/4 inch pocket. Sorry, I absolutely did not mean to just do that. 3 and 3/4. That's quite close to there, isn't it? See, you're overthinking it again. We're gonna go cut that at 4, and then we're gonna trim it down a touch on that side. Does that fit? It's a touch wide still. I'm trying to keep it sort of centered because it's a pattern. Can we make that work? Yeah. Right, how deep do we want it? I can't really measure it off that one because, I mean, that's just over 3 inches. But if I do this at 3 inches, if we go 2.5, 2 3/4, 2 3/4. I feel like that's plenty deep for that. Yep. Yes. And then we want, I used some triangular pieces from my offcuts. On some of this. Now I think if I trim that to the same width as that, do the same on this side. Let me straighten that line up. That's upside down there. I mean, so's that. Does that pocket fit on there? It's a little tall. Make this one smaller too, though. Take 1/2 inch off both. That's 1/2 inch. Is that better? Yeah, around the corners. So I take 1/2 inch off the other end. 1/2 inch. And then we do want to, so how wide is that? We cut this at 2 3/4. I like it. Is it a bit? Is it a bit tall? Because it's taller than that one. Yes, I should make it the same height as that one, shouldn't I? And what was that one again? 2 3/4. That's 2 3/4. Can't make them. Yeah, right. So, oh, is that the only piece that size? Come back. That's fine, we have more. Come out. Oh no, that's okay, we don't need that bit. Right, so 2 3/4. 2 3/4. Scraps. Bits for the bin. Sorry, I'm feeling a little sniffly today. Probably because I'm due back to work on Monday and, you know. Because I am filming this ahead. I'm filming this on Saturday just before I finish work, the holidays, and go back to work. What was that again? That was just a random. Right, so just to the about there. Because it's not like we're doing exact measurements, right, is it? Right. That one on there. So we have that one. And now we need to cut this one. Is it going to go that way? Can I get it that way? No, it's going to have to. It's going to have to be an upside down bit. Right. Out of the way, please. Two and 3/4. Right, and then let's just line up those. Yes. That one there. That one there. What's on the other side of that one? No. Right. Then we need to put some notches, glue those down, and then we'll put some little pockets on the front, round corners. hate it when this notcher does that. I think I need to look into a better quality one. It's not a notcher, it's a corner rounder. Come on now, Carla. Get your freezers right. That one. That one. It's like it pulls it in too far sometimes, and it just... It's probably me that's not lining it up right, isn't it? But should a corner rounder be so hard to line up? Something you do quite rapidly, isn't it? It's, you know. Right, circle punch for my notchers. Is there a direction for this? Not particularly. Out there. Out there. I don't know that there necessarily is a direction for this paper, but there seems to be a way that makes a little bit more sense to me. Do I want that to go in that way? Do you know, I think I actually kind of like these without anything on them. I don't know that I want... Do I want just little rectangular pockets on them? What if I straighten those up and make them just mini... Just a mini... rectangular pocket. I think I'm gonna like that better. And if we don't, it's not the end of the world. Which way do we want it? Around the corners, and then I can put them the right way up. Don't have to have anything upside down. Yes, that's better. Oh, much better. Much better. Right, I'm going to ink these and then glue them down. Do you want to watch that? Shall I pause it? Right, I'll pause. Be right back. Right, I've inked them. I started gluing down, and then I thought you might want to see some of that. So, literally, as usual, 3 sides. As wobbly as you possibly can make it. Just me? Okay. Again, 3 sides. That one's a bit wide. And stick that one down. That one, please. Thank you. And then, and that goes that way. Ooh. Approximately there. In my head, that shape's upside down. I know it's not, it's the top of a wing. But in my head, that's upside down. And the narrow bit should be at the top. Don't know why. It's just what my brain's telling me. Right. So that's our inside. So we just want a couple of little pockets. I'm thinking we'll use this one. Shall we just cut that in half? That must be 6 inches, surely. Yes, I was right. Woohoo, love it when we're right. I do love that there. I don't really want to... don't really want to cover the purple flowers. I don't mind putting one there. Do we want pockets on the flaps? Is that enough pockets in a little folio? I might add some in, who knows. Right. I think this will make, this centre bit here will make a nice one for there. So let's put that there. And then 3 inches. Is that narrow enough? It is. Now on the last one I did a curved top to match this. I don't think I want to do that with this one. I'm going to round my bottom corners. And then I'm going to use this one to make some like little shoulders. I like that. I like it. Like so. Yes. And then we'll put a, shall I show you how to do the slot hole if you don't have a slot punch? Because I don't. And I've seen somebody else had a slot punch, and I thought, oh, and I found you don't necessarily need one. No, then I think that would be a nice one with that flower there. Don't know. This one's let's cut it to 1/4. Does that fit? 2 1/4. And then I'm going to nibble a little off the bottom so I don't lose the top of the flower. And then that's better. And then let's have a see. 3 1/4. Thank you, Isabel. Thanks, darling. We might have a butterfly in the other one. Kind of like that. This one's just going to be cut to 2 inches, I think. And how big did we do this one? Can you remember? I've just cut it back out. 3 1/4. Yeah, sure. Or do I want... No, I want the purple butterfly sticking out the top of the pocket. 3 1/4. Butterfly. Flower. Yes. Let's go with shoulders again. I don't know if that's an appropriate term for it, but I quite like it. Give it shoulders. I like this punch. Vast and creative. I think I need to look into some more of those. Excuse me, I'm just going to have a sip of tea. Top parenting skill, that. Teaching your kids to make a good brew. I think I might use the little bits in the Quite like that little bit of flower. Yes. Don't know why I'm saying it like that. I don't know what's wrong with me. Is this going to be a bit small for the shoulders? Perhaps a touch. That one will just get a little hole. And then this one, little butterfly. And then corners. Right, ink. I am trying to not make every video a very long one, so that is why I keep pausing. I'm going to pause and ink these up. I'll be right back. Okay, all inked. They are looking quite nice. Excuse me a second again. Sorry about that. I just very quickly blew my nose. Right, they're all inked. I'll quickly show you how to do the slot without which one should we use? Let's use the little one. Without the slot punch. I am sure the majority of you will know this, but it is just for anybody that doesn't know, because I don't know what you know, and it's not something that I would have thought of per se. Right, do I want to measure it? So this is 2.5. So if we go from there to there, can't see either of those marks. Let's get a pen. So if we go from there to about there, right, that's where I'm going to hole punch. It is possibly a little close. That is not. That's a full inch from there. This one's going to be really big. You've messed it up. Right. This is going to be a really big hole. I have messed this one up. My measuring was well off. This one should have been much further in. About 1/2 inch in, to be fair. And then you just take a knife, cut between the holes, and there you go, you have a slot that you can put a piece of ribbon through, or well, anything really. Right. About there. And then about there. Is it straight? Who knows? See, very simply, that is definitely not straight. Oh well, it's going to be a wonky slot. A very wonky slot. Oh my god. This is going well for me today. Some days are successful crafters, some days not so much. Let's see if we can do one of these fully right. So from there to there is what are we on? So if we go, where's the centre? That's, if we find the centre, that's going to make it so much easier. Oh, this wants a bit of glue on. I'll do that after. Right, that's the centre. Put your one on the centre. I'm gonna go 1, 2, 3, 4 mils in. 1, 2, 3, 4 that way. Right, that's where we're going to hole punch. Let's see if we can get it right this time. Are we looking right? Still not convinced they're quite straight. Ta-da! An almost right one. Now, when I did that, I noticed that I said, don't make a liar of me, I did notice it. It needed a bit of glue. It's quite a big hole in there actually. Let's push it down that way into the hole. Was there a hole on this side too? That one alright? A little bit there. A little bit. Just get it all over the mat, why not? That's how you ruined it the first time, Carla. There. And then these little ones, I am just going to hole punch. Because they're teeny tiny. I'm not going to hole punch them together either because they're different sizes. And I'm absolutely not measuring these, we're just winging it. Oops. This is my teeny tiny little hole punch. I do have a larger one. But this one felt right for these little things. I wouldn't have wanted a wider slot, I don't think. Slide that back in there somewhere. That back in there. Oh no, I wanted the flower with the butterfly and the butterfly with the flower. And then you can add string or ribbon, anything you fancy. I think I'll probably go with a bit of twine in this. Although, now I've added a slot, I don't know if I would actually want a bit of ribbon. Maybe a piece. If I can separate out a piece. These are all strings from my rag rug, which obviously we don't throw anything away, do we? For the two little ones. And then, what shall we? This one maybe? Kinda like that. It's a bit flatter and a bit wider. Ooh, maybe that one. Yep, that one. I don't get to use these very often. I usually just reach for a standard twine. Right, so first of all, I could probably just use one for both of these. I mean, it's not like I'm going to run out anytime soon, is it? There's plenty of the stuff. Oh, I've just pulled one of the strings. Never mind, that's long enough. No, brain can't do it. Even though we're cutting that, we need to have them the same length. That one and that one. Or at least roughly. Hold them both. I like to stick a little knot in the top after I have threaded them through, because sometimes your twine can come loose when you've just sort of threaded it through like so. And the other one, I'll do that one after. Right, this, it's got a nice bit of paper tape around it. Let's don't really want to take the tape off. Right. Let's cut a length. What are we doing? Scissors. Where are my scissors? I'm sure I had scissors out. I did. My brain malfunctioned a little then. Let's go with the big one first. Now this isn't very strong, this loop. I think I stapled the last one. I'm not sure if this will. It's pretty much gone through, I think. Staple just has a little something different. Excuse me, I'm just gonna blow my nose. Honestly, I've got a nose like a drippy tap. It's not enjoyable. So that one there, I want a couple more, don't I? I think we don't want them too long. About there. I hope this is going to fit through this small hole. Gently. Gently does it. Oh gosh. Right. I may have just done all of that off camera, but that was very, I had to be very careful with that. It was quite tricky. I think put a few in. I'm gonna add a couple more to that one. Quite. That one. This one's a bit wider, so that shouldn't go through without an issue. Yep, no problem. I think these ribbons, or jute ribbon, or whatever you want to call it, I got from Amazon. It was like a pack of, I don't know if it was a pack of 5 or something. It was like a multi-pack. Right, that one goes in there. Oh, nearly knocked my tea over. Don't do that, Carla. It's a crime in Yorkshire. I can hear the TV going downstairs. My eldest two, the teenagers, are watching the rugby. I do quite enjoy a bit of rugby, but I much prefer being at a rugby match rather than watching it on the TV. It just doesn't have the same atmosphere when you're watching it on the telly. There. There. Well done. Obviously, you can decorate and embellish these. This is quite plain on the blank. I quite like that. It'll make a nice little journaling space. You could maybe put a cluster or something on there to finish decorating it. But I'm quite happy with how this one finished off. So, I hope you enjoyed today's video. It wasn't all that much shorter, but I tried. Hope you all have a good Friday, and I'll catch you later. Bye.